So when we go and look at calculating chemical yield, right, so the yield, right, yield is just given as a percentage. That is equal to the actual amount of product divided by the theoretical amount. So you could go and call that actual yield and theoretical yield. So if I had a question that turned around and said, right, I'm reacting hydrogen with oxygen and it goes and makes H2O. Right, we're just going to balance that. Right, so I'm going to go and react 4 grams of oxygen. I'm going to go and react that with 32 grams of oxygen. So my theoretical yield should be 36 grams. Right, which strangely enough, if you went out on this example, you'd go and would also work out as your balanced equation and the relative formula mass of each and times that by 2, because your relative formula mass of water is 18, so if you've got 2 lots of it, that would go and work out as 36. So my theoretical yield should be 36. However, because we've said that you can have reactants being lost by some of them escape. So if you've got a seal or something, remember if you're reacting hydrogen and oxygen together, for instance, the water that you're going to make is probably going to be water vapour to start off with. So water vapour is a gas, so it's going to escape. Some of the reactants might not react. You might have impurities. And if we're going to go and physically measure stuff, right, you might just not measure everything, right? If you've got, not so much with this example, but in a lot of them, you might have equipment where bits of the products get stuck in the equipment. If you get stuck on the side, so you're going to, if you're making water, you're going to be left with a thin film of water on the inside of your flask or whatever. You're not going to be able to get that off and measure it, so it won't get measured. So some of the product might not be measured. Right, so if we're saying that we're making 36 grams of water and that is our theoretical yield, in actuality, so our theoretical yield is going to be 36. In actuality, I'm going to turn around and say, oh, we only make 18 grams. We've done a horrendous job of this. The person I'm working with hasn't calculated it right. Someone spilt something along the way. Someone's not added enough or whatever. There's loads of different reasons. So the way that you do it, to work out the percentage yield, we're going to have 18 divided by 36, which will come out as 0.5, times that by 100, because you need to turn it into a percentage. So our percentage yield in this example would be 50%. And every time you do an example like this or work through one of these questions, it works in exactly the same way.